Past few years, I just graduated from Cal State San Marcos. Got my bachelor's degree in computer science back in last May. You know, my dad's was a computer science major. My brother was a computer science major. Being on a computer at a young age, I was always, pretty good with computers. It was kind of like a no-brainer actually coming into college. It was like, okay, I like computers, I'm good with them, and my dad does it, my brother does it, my uncle does it. It's kind of just runs in the family. It was kind of a no-brainer. So it was like going into college, okay, well, I got my dad and my brother if I need help with anything going through school, and I enjoy doing it. I love doing it. So it was kind of a no-brainer. And at the time I wasn't into disc golf at all. After high school was over, I decided not to pursue baseball and go to college, and basically I didn't really have a sport then. I didn't even play disc golf at all. I didn't even really think about it. It didn't even cross my mind. When I came back, my game was it was a lot better than I expected. I started playing at advanced, which is like the highest amateur level you can play, and did pretty well there. I mean, I won the first advanced tournament I played when I came back, and slowly worked my way up to the open division after a handful of amateur tournaments. After 5, 6, 7 successful tournaments in the open division, that's when I decided, you know what, I love this game. I'm gonna make this a part of my life. Whatever it takes, I'm gonna pursue this game, and it's gonna be a part of my life no matter what. The goal is to be able to do disc golf 24/7 and to make a good income doing it. But I'm constantly struggling financially in order to pursue this dream right now, just because I'm not a big name in the sport, and I'm not making the amount of money these top guys are making. And it's really hard to pursue disc golf at the level I'm at right now, like my skill level. I'm not going to go out and make 60, 70 grand a year playing disc golf. I'm 22 years old, I'm living with my parents chasing some dream. That's my situation right now. I'm hoping it changes. There's really hardly anything I'd rather be doing than out on the course playing disc golf. I think we're limiting ourselves if we don't go out and pursue our dreams. Well, I'm a very competitive person. I think competition is what really keeps people's motor running, keeps my motor running. Being competitive about it means that you're gonna feel that pressure when you step up to the tee box, that pressure when I step up to a putt. One of the best feelings I've had in this game so far in my career is just, my first tournament after turning pro, I get second. In the first round, I did all right, and enough to make the lead card, where I was playing with, I think there was two big names there who were, really notable players and all around the world. And so I'm playing with them. It was the first time I've ever played with these guys, and they don't even know who I am. They just think, oh, I'm just some amateur who just moved up, and we got lucky on this first round or whatever. Coming into that fourth round, there was a huge gallery there, and I was really nervous. I've never played in front of a gallery before. Most of the people are thinking, oh, who's this kid who's hanging with these big dogs up here. It was almost like this numbing feeling that went into my body and my mind, just stepping up to like a 30-footer. Like, I felt super nervous and I felt all this pressure, but I just stuck to it and let my putt go, and they all went in. I birdied the first 5 holes, and that before you know it, I was a few strokes off of the leader. That natural high I got, and that pressure, feeling that pressure I had with the big gallery there, it was one of the greatest feelings I've ever had in the game, just because it's that feeling of, wow, I've made it. I worked my butt off to get here. And then after that tournament, it was kind of like, okay, there's no turning back now. I love this pressure. I love playing with the best. And my competitive drive, it spiked even higher. I said, okay, now I have to be the best. I ended up getting second in that tournament. And you know, I just was just super motivated to be better, to get that pressure again, and to, you know, to be the best. So next time around, I win that tournament. Next time around, I'm that big dog, and some other AM comes up and thinks, "Oh, I'm cool. You know, I'm playing with Max Nichols. I'm good." That's where I wanted to be, and that was my. That's what really drove me for the rest of the season, I guess. I hate failing anything that I do, but when I do fail, say in disc golf, and I would say I don't do very well in a tournament, that's when I'm just getting started. That's what motivates me to come home and, you know, go to the field, putt more, you know, reevaluate my game and put in more time and effort to my game. So this is my backyard. We got a bunch of putting baskets. Got about a little less than an acre out here. And I'm gonna go through with you my putting routine. I stay really, really short, about 15 feet to start off, and I do around the world. I have to hit 2 out of 3 to move on to the next station. If I don't, I come back to the same station. Hit 3 of them, so now I move on. I try and keep it really short in the beginning. If there's a tournament coming up, let's say it's the week of a tournament, I like to spend about an hour and a half to 2 hours a day strictly on putting, and that's it. And if I spend most of the time on the putting green before the tournament starts, then I know I'm gonna do a lot better. I've experienced it millions of times. Now we're gonna move up to the next basket. The basket's about, I don't know, 180 feet uphill. In this case, I have to throw 2 or 3 upshots there, and I have to make the putts wherever they land. If I don't make that putt, I gotta come back here and do this around the world again. Same exact thing up here, do around the world, gotta make at least 2 out of 3 to move on to the next station. So now I usually move on back here and I do jump putts. And I have to hit 1 jump putt within 10 putts or I gotta do the around the world again. A lot of times I spend 30 minutes just on this station going around the world because I can't hit this stupid jump putt. Thought I had that one. There it is. And then once I finish at, you know, the around the world where this basket's supposed to be, I throw up shots, kind of like I did from the first one, up shots to the front yard basket. Oh, here we go. It's not as bad as I thought. Got it. Last station's about right here, and in order for me to finish, I have to make all 3. I can't just make 2 out of 3 on this last one. Thought that one was in. All right, gonna get it this time. Finally. Yeah, that's what I do about once a day minimum. If it's a week of a tournament, I do it about 2-3 times a day, usually up to about 1 to 2 hours of putting. And then I usually go out and do some field work and learn the course. What really differs me from most other, you know, professionals out there is that I feel like I work very hard at this game. It really cuts me deep, you know, knowing that I work so hard to get to, I'm working as hard as I can, and these guys, you know, they just have more experience than I do. Losing to anybody, whether it's the #1 ranked player in the world or some guy who's not even ranked, you know, It's just losing in general. I hate it. I just can't stand it. Sooner or later, I know I'm gonna get my opportunity. I'm gonna get my shot where, you know, let's say I get some good breaks one round, some good breaks this round, good breaks in the tournament. It's gonna come down to, you know, the last final stretch. To get through this last round, this is what's gonna separate the people who worked their butt off and the people who just got lucky. And if I ever get there, I'm making sure that I'm prepared. When my number's called, I'm gonna be ready.
Revolution will be televised. Welcome to the world of the plastic beach.